Hello, students. I welcome you back to this online lecture series. I hope you all are in your best of health and taking all the necessary precautions because although the lockdown has opened, we still need to take care of ourselves as well as those around us. And we hope and we pray that we meet soon in our classes and things get better in future. But we have to resume with our studies. So once again, we will start with the video lectures. In the meanwhile, I hope you all have gone through all the videos that had been uploaded on the college website and you all have tried to understand the chapters at your own level and taken down your notes and also tried to read the text of the chapters again and again. So with this hope and with the hope of meeting again, we will resume with the syllabus and today we will start with the fourth chapter in your syllabus, which is actually the chapter number 3 in your book Vistas, and it is titled as Journey to the End of the Earth. This chapter has been written by the author whose name is Tishani Doshi. Tishani Doshi is a contemporary Indian writer and she was born in the city which was formerly known as Madras in the year 1975. She has published books of poetry and fiction, and her essays, poems, and short stories have been widely anthologized. So they have been printed in collections as poetry collections, short story collections, and essay collections. Okay. In the year 2012, she represented our country at a historic gathering of world poets for poetry Parnassus at the Southbank Centre, London. She is also the recipient of an Eric Gregory Award for Poetry. She is also the winner of All India Poetry Competition and her first book, which was titled as Countries of the Body, it won the prestigious Forward Prize for First Collection in the year 2006. So you can see that she has received many awards, both national and international awards for both poetry and her fiction. Okay. Her debut novel, that is her first novel, was titled as The Pleasure Seekers and it was shortlisted for two very important prizes which were Hindu Literary Prize and the Orange Prize. Okay, and it was also longlisted for the Dublin Literary Award. Then her second novel, which was titled as Small Days and Nights, it had been shortlisted for Tata Best Fiction Award in the year 2019. So all these are the facts which tell us that she is a widely renowned writer, she is widely acclaimed and her works are read very widely both in our country and abroad. And at present she is the visiting professor of practice, literature and creative writing at Abu Dhabi at New York University in Abu Dhabi. Okay, so this was all about the author and it is important to know about the author because that tells us that what we are going to expect in the chapter, because when we get to know about the kind of things that the writer talks about, then we also get to know what we should expect in the story that is to follow. So basically the chapter that we are going to study is not a story, because a story has a kind of a plot, but this is not a story, it is a factual writing, it is a realistic writing and it is a travelogue. Now this is a travelogue. We had also read a travelogue or a travel account in your 11th syllabus, which was the chapter Silk Road, in which there was a pilgrimage to Mount Kailash. Okay, so similarly this chapter is also a journey, a travel account of the writer, that is Tishani Doshi, and this chapter centers around her journey to the continent, that is Antarctica. Now, as we all know, it is not so easy to go to Antarctica and it involves crossing of various time zones, crossing of various landscapes and natural habitats, and Antarctica is a completely different world altogether. So this chapter has been written in a very interesting manner by the author, because it is not a very simple journey or an easy journey. It involves great planning. And so this journey she had taken uh, on an academic trip. It was a kind of an academic trip, and this trip was sponsored by a Russian ship, the which was in charge, which was taken care of by the Russian Federation, and this ship was known as the Academic Shokalsky. Now you can see the picture of that ship in the slide if you just forward the video a little bit. So before starting with the chapter, we will talk about the key points or the themes in the chapter. The themes or the key points in the chapter are the Earth's geography and its history. Like, we will read about the Earth's geography in this chapter, how the Earth was formed, what science says, and what are the facts, what are the realities that support the things that science has in discovered. Okay, so the geography of the Earth, we will read about its history. Then we will also read about global warming and climate change. You all know what is global warming. We have discussed it quite a lot in the classes, and the climate change that is happening due to global warming. We will talk about the preservation of nature and habitats, because that is a very important part of preservation of our life and all the life that exists on our planet. This chapter also takes us into the realm of imagination, perception, and reality. Okay, how it involves all these things, we will read that in detail when we read the text of the chapter. And the last important theme that we will come across is the research prospects and the role of youth. Because this chapter is centered around a journey, a trip, which is a kind of an excursion which takes young people to Antarctica. So this chapter also presents to us the role of youth, the future prospects of the youth of today, and how they can act in order to save the planet through their studies, through their research, and through their insight. So all this is very much dependent on the youth of today. And this journey which the author talks about in this chapter is basically a journey which takes young people to Antarctica so as to show them the reality. Okay, when we are in our homes, when we sit in the comfort of our homes, we are not really able to understand as to what is global warming unless we see it happening, unless we see its consequences. Okay, and the consequences can be best seen in a place such as Antarctica, where even minute changes are very clearly visible. So this is what the author is going to tell us of the landscape and how our actions are affecting the nature around us. Okay, so all this we will encounter as we read the chapter. So as I had already told you that this trip is taken on a ship which is actually named as the Academic Shokalsky, and this is an ice-strengthened ship, and it was built in Finland in the year 1982, and it was originally used for oceanographic research, that is the research in the oceans. And later on it was very well furnished for expeditions to Arctic and the Antarctic zones. Okay, so it has an accommodation of around 50 passengers, and 50 passengers means that it is very costly, and at the same time it is quite luxurious and comfortable, and it has all the facilities available for such a trip. Okay, and it is important to know that this ship was named after the Russian oceanographer whose name was Yuli Shokalsky. Okay, so this is a kind of an academic expedition that goes every year to Antarctica so as to equip the young people about the natural habitat of Antarctica, and how we as the young people can bring about a change in saving our planet. So this is it. This is the introduction to the chapter, and we will start with the text of the chapter in the next video lecture, hopefully. So until then, I would like you to read the chapter so that you are well equipped and ready to take head on what is to follow. So until then, please read the chapter and take down your notes if you would like to. so that we move on smoothly with the text of the chapter. So thank you and see you.